To give you guys some encouraging words. I am excited about the things that is going on in my life. So I just want to bring you guys some positive energy on today. I have a lot of energy to spread throughout the whole entire world. Oh my gosh, I hope today that I bring this fire to you guys and you guys tune in and be just as grateful that I am on today. I am telling you, I have some words that I'm saying. Hopefully they go straight to the roof, you guys. So we'll go ahead and jump in and get started. I always like to start off with some encouraging words. And also I end with a scripture. I am very aware that we all have different beliefs. Hey, this is my belief, and if you want to come on in, I'll take you on a journey with me. So hey, let's go ahead and get started. So we're first going to get started with, it says, may your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. And that's by Nelson Mandela. It says, may your choices reflect your hope and not your fears. That is by Nelson Mandela. That is our positive thought for today. How we're going to start off. Our topic is, don't let them trick you out your spot. Don't let them trick you out your spot. Because some of us have been in these spots and we're being shifted all over the place. And you're in a good spot. Some may not be, but that's okay. We're going to work on that. But the main topic today is, don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Okay, so we're going to start off says, do not be tricked out your spot. Some people can see what you may not see in yourself at first. You get that? Some people can see things that you cannot see in yourself at first. So they will cause all type of confusion to trick you out your spot. See, a lot of times in life, we be in good positions. And a lot of times we may not be in good positions. But the main topic of today is, don't you let nobody trick you out your spot. We're going to go through a few little scenarios, and hopefully this will help change somebody. We are still on a process of change. We are still on a walk of change. We're going to walk into the Hall of Fame of change. You just walk with me, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to first start with, we're going to first start with the jobs, right? A lot of us have jobs, a lot of us do not. So this is what I have to say about the job situation, right? It says, I was hired for one position and received another position. You didn't make as much for that position that you were hired for, but you end up with another position. Instead of quitting on that position, you stay there. And I can honestly say in my own personal experience, having certain jobs, okay, you apply for this certain job, you're supposed to get this certain job, but then all of a sudden, say for instance, you get there and that's not the job that you applied for. They give you another position because why? They may not want to see you walk out the door. Okay, so instead of quitting, you stay there. And the reason why I say stay there, because it's all about putting mind over matter. You know, you have probably bills, you have priorities, you have things that you want to do. You may have children, grandchildren, whatever the case may be. Do not let them trick you out your spot. You must put mind over matter. You have to put mind over matter so you will not be tricked out your spot. Because just because you're in that spot doesn't mean you're necessarily going to have to stay in that spot. It's always room for improvements. There's always room for growth if you're willing to change. And that's what change brings about. It brings about growth. You be placed in certain situations to see how you would handle those situations, right? So that's one thing I like about it. Don't be tricked out your spot. Don't let them trick you out your spot, ladies and gentlemen, children, whomever, right? Then I say, hey, we have another scenario. We're going to go through a couple of scenarios, right? Just walk with me. Okay, so we have married couples, right? It says, say, for instance, you're married and your marriage start having issues. Your marriage start having problems, Prime example, we're going to start with the man. Because 10 times out of 10, in reality, it's always the man cheating. Because he's like a kid in a candy store. You know how kids be in a candy store when they are overexcited about so much candy. The aisle is full of candy. Say the floor was made with candy. The walls is made with candy. When kids see candy, they can't control their appetite. So they automatically want to touch and grab, everything that's there because it's new to them, right? So let's say you're a married couple, right? And the man cheated. He thought he found something better. This woman has showed him something different. He decides he want to leave home. He wants to leave home because why? This other woman that came in, she done showed him something different, something that you may not have done or may not have been taught. So, okay, now he becomes boastful. Why? Because he feel like, he got it going on now because he done met a different woman and she done showed him something different. So mainly, he really just got tricked out his spot, his marriage spot. Okay, and it also talks about now the wife no longer wants him to touch her anymore. She don't want him to touch her anymore because why? He's been in other places that she doesn't approve of. And she's uncomfortable with that, with her body and in her mindset. So therefore, by him not able to control his appetite as an adult would, and he done brought on extra luggage into the marriage, he's just been tricked out his spot. Wow. Don't let new avenues, new things trick you out your spot. Oh, it gets catchier now. It gets catchier now. We on the women. So say for instance, the woman has cheated, and you guys are married, and oh my gosh, what a twist to it! The woman gets pregnant, and she's married. Oh my God! Now the woman gets pregnant, and the husband, no longer wants the woman because she is pregnant with another man's baby. Sis, don't let them trick you out your spot. Right? The man no longer wants to be there because she's pregnant. And by that being said, he has to take care of another man's seed. Sometimes marriages can rekindle. Sometimes marriages cannot rekindle. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. That's the main topic of tonight. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Okay, so we'll go on to friendship. It may be a friendship, it may be a cousinship, maybe a sistership, maybe a fathership, maybe a brothership, mentorship, whatever type of ship that you are on. Relationship, friendship. Okay, you're a loyal friend, you're a loyal cousin, sister, brother, god sister, or whatever the case may be. That's a form of a relationship that you guys have brought together. It says, and you find out that your friend is telling all your business to other people, not knowing it's going to get back to you. The friend's sneaky and conniving ways of the flesh cause them to lose a loyal friendship, relationship, sistership, cousinship, whatever type of ship you guys have together is no longer profitable because their sneaky and conniving ways. Don't let your flesh trick you out your spot and losing a good friendship to someone. Now, that right there all along would state that the friend may no longer wants to be loyal simply because the friend, the cousin, the sister, the mother, whatever type of relationship, friendship that you guys may have had will be voided simply because they feel as if the loyalty does not lies there anymore, because the business have been brought to the air and the person also knows about it. So it makes it kind of difficult to deal with that individual because they know that their business has been spreaded throughout the air. Don't let them trick you out your spot. Now, say for instance, you're in school right? You're in school, you're trying out for cheerleading, maybe the track and field, maybe football, or etc. etc. Right? You're given an assignment, and you master the assignment, or you've been given a goal that has been set, and you maximize that goal, right? And then all of a sudden, these things start happening, and you're wondering why. Why are these things happening? Why are these extra distractions occurring? People talking about you. Now it seems like everything that you've been trying to work for, it seems like everything is falling in shambles, right? It's all a distraction to keep you from what's more important, and that is being focused. You must stay focused. Do not let them trick you out your spot. Now, the kicker is, the kicker is church or Christian, right? Church or Christian. Okay, all right. Okay, you're a new creature in the Lord, right? And you straight out of the world. You come into a church, right? You come into a worship building. You come there, right? You come in, and the first person you see is the usher. All of a sudden, the usher has an attitude. And your feelings are hurt because you already come straight out the world. You expecting church folks, church Christian people to act like God. Walk like Jesus would do. Accept you as who you are, right? And now your feelings is hurt. Now you don't want to serve God no more, and you don't want to come to church. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Or say, for instance, the pastor or the first lady, right? They say something, the pastor preaching about a topic, and he's saying something, and he may be right on your avenue. And it could be something that you are experiencing right at that moment in life, and all of a sudden, you stop coming to church. You stop coming to this building of worship because what they have said has actually pierced your heart. Right? It's like, oh my gosh, they talking to me or they talking about me, right? But in reality, it's a message that God has given to that man or that woman to bring forth to the congregation. So therefore, don't let the enemy trick you out your spot. Things happen all the time, and the enemy knows what you're going through, but so do God. But in the midst of that, it may be messages that come out, and it could be relating to you. Okay, you take that and you utilize that, and you say, hey, okay, I'm going to keep moving forward. Do not let the enemy trick you out your spot. Right? Okay, so another example. You all dressed up, right? You dress in a certain way. And maybe that's all the attire that you have, right? That's all the attire you have to wear to church. And then you get in there and church folks looking at you up and down. You guys know how people do. They look at you up and down. Oh, I know she didn't wear that. Or I know he didn't wear that. Oh, look at the children. Oh, their hair ain't combed. Or whatever the case may be. But not knowing your situation. Not knowing if you're homeless. Not knowing if you just got in a bad relationship. Not knowing that you lost everything. Your house may have caught a fire. Or things maybe, anything could have possibly happened, right? Not knowing that that's all the proper attire that you have. Because why? You're coming from the world into a place where you're supposed to be loved in a congregation. And you no longer want to serve God anymore, and you no longer want to come to church. But I'm here to tell you, do not let them trick you out your spot. Do not allow the enemy to trick you out your spot. What's for you is for you, and cannot nobody have it. What's for you is for you. Do not let them trick you out your spot. Another example would be, you're a sheepreneur. Sheepreneurs are women. Right? That's a new thing. I learned that from Queen Radio. She gave me the idea of the sheepreneur. Never heard of it before until I actually had an interview with her. So kudos to her for that, teaching me about the sheepreneur. That is women on the rise, women who have their own businesses, and it's she, like SHE, shepreneur. Okay, so for instance, you're an entrepreneur, a male. male or female, right? We were once entrepreneurs before shepreneur came along. So entrepreneur. Okay, so say you started a business, and you've been in business for quite some time, and you haven't produced income, or you may have, but it's not what you expected or expecting, right? People expect you to fail. People expect you to fail when you are a small business owner, and what you have to do is, if you're a small business owner and something is not working for you the way that you wanted to, sit back and strategize. Sit back and strategize and see what can you change different about your business to keep your business afloat. What is it? What should I shift? What is my do's? What is my do nots? Because people are expecting you to fail. But all you have to do is keep going. If you take 10 cents, you can turn that 10 cent to 20. You take 20 cents, turn that 20 cent into 40. You can take that 40 cent and turn it into 80. You can take that 80 cent and turn it into $1. It's all about strategizing. It's all about moving forward and keeping your ideas to yourself until you see some producing going on. Don't let them trick you out your spot. With all that being said tonight, you guys, like I said, I'm energized, and the main topic is, for those who just now tuning in, do not let them trick you out your spot, you guys. So as always, this is Miss Val Divine, and before we close, I will absolutely hit you with a scripture. I am very aware, like I said it in the beginning of my lives, that I know we all have different beliefs, which is perfectly okay with me. But I want to take you on my journey. So, with that being said, we'll end the scripture with Ephesians. What did I write down? Let's be real. I'm a woman of notes and of integrity. Ephesians 4:22 through 23. So Ephesians chapter 4, verses 22 through 24. And it states that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Wow. It says in Ephesians 4, chapter 22 through 23, it says that ye put off concerning of the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. We're still on a process of change. You're going to go through some things when you are in a process of change. Don't let them trick you out your spot. Watch out for people that's in your ear. Do not be tricked by the influence of other people. Know who you are. Do not let them trick you out your spot. Acknowledge your surroundings. When you start walking in a new mindset, it becomes a new destiny. Do not allow them to trick you out your spot. And before we end tonight, it says from Miss Val Divine, be aware of what's in your ear, and be aware of who's in your ear. Do not let them trick you out your spot. Protect your peace. Do not let them trick you out your spot. My name is Miss Val Divine. I am thrilled to bring you all this